Well, I believe in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful nation. All you need is the will to do right, do right, do right.
And we're live. We're live.
We're live.
We're live. Just like I said. And the dog's barking. I am your host, Jay Fry, and
she's out in the backyard, probably barking at the neighbor's cat or something.
And with me, as per usual, is Sean. How's it going, Sean?
It is going. Another beautiful Monday.
Do we got an answer from Sean?
Don't tell me you're broken again.
I hear the dog.
But can you hear me?
I hear you now. There we go.
Yeah. Your connection is
Are we back?
dodgy.
Dodgy is a good word. I've been using a shady a lot, but then again, I've been talking about Hunter Biden, so it's only natural.
He's not shady. He's black as pitch.
I haven't heard such shit since shit started shitting. There was a time we had external bellies that scraped off the ground. Once it became internal, that was shit. This is the shit I'm talking about. Dude. This.
Dude. Yeah, I agree.
Dude. And like the trickle information coming from different sources, like I hadn't heard anywhere but through Razorfest about like Biden actually talking about like, come on, Ukraine, you got to get your shit together. You can't be asking for another bailout because then I'm going to get fucked in the ass.
Yeah, apparently he made that call like 2 weeks after Trump got elected in 2016.
I'm like, how is this on? What's this on your laptop, Hunter? There's some fucked up shit on Hunter's laptop besides for Hunter's fucked up shit. Like somehow he's just got random photocopied diary pages from his sister who's like, my daddy diddled me and showered with me a lot. I was molested, I think. Just like, what the fuck are you doing with that, Hunter? It's making me question it at this point.
Well, yeah, dude, I can see where this is in fact a plant. They found all the dirt they could find, and then they dumped it on this laptop, and then built a cover story. I can buy that. That doesn't make what's on there not true. It just means the sourcing is dubious as fuck. But
yeah, that's kind of where I am. I believe in it, but I don't necessarily believe it.
I mean, unless the FBI comes out and corroborates that, somehow as to whether or not
that doesn't matter. That's not a poisonous tree, or that's not fruit from a poisonous tree.
Not the way they got it, no. But if it is something that they've supposedly had for a year or more, and triggered a money laundering investigation, but they're keeping their lips tight as hell about what's on there and what's not, and what's verified and what's not. Kind of need them to come forward with saying, yes, this information is actually there, and this is what we've corroborated, whatever.
Corroborated. Yeah, and I want to apologize for everybody if we don't have the numbers we usually do. The Stevens Point Area Public School is doing a live stream, so that could, the fuck is that? Why is that on my up next? Why is it's literally flashing live now? Stevenson Point Area Public School District live stream. Where they're working on additional accommodations. I have no idea what that's. I'm nowhere near Stevens Point, if that's even my state Stevens Point. Yeah, it's like I got from that from Razor Fist, and then I've got the diary papers I got from Neo and Realist, and I'm not going to gnews.org. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to your Agit prop fucking Chinese website there, buddy, where you somehow have 10,000 child porn images that you're happy to talk about, but not share, but just gloat about at any point. I'm like, yeah, that's nasty.
Well, and child porn is one of those things that nobody wants to see the actual evidence because it's gross. So that you can just make those accusations and say, "Oh yeah, that's totally for real," and you're never going to see it. So you
nope. Show me.
Well, then then you're a pedophile.
Yeah, I goddamn ams. No, I'm not. But yeah, I want to see the evidence you have. There are people out there that I personally know who were some of like the best dads I've ever seen in my life with loving kids. Like I've met kids that were way too forward with me, where I'm like, oh god damn it, somebody did something with this kid. And there's kids who are far too reluctant, which could mean any number of things. But I'm like, let's keep an eye on this family. That kid is far too forward with everybody. And it's one of the major signs that you can look into. And drug addiction is another one of a traumatic past. But these they happen to be militia members who got caught doing things, and just instantly child porn on all their computers. Like, I've been on that computer. There was no hesitation whatsoever. He's like, yeah, let me log you in real quick. Blah, 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 blah. And then come to find out a year and a half later, after I've stopped associating with them at all, just riddled with child porn. I'm like, no. I'm sorry that you're discrediting efforts. FBI, like, I want to see this shit. You claim somebody is bashing in cats' skulls on video? I want to see the video. If a guy's molesting dogs, I want to see the red rocket. Like, just show it to me, because I do not trust any of your bullshit. But this Hunter Biden stuff, it's there's a couple of different ways to perceive it. Like, he's so screwed that he doesn't mind that he's getting screwed. Because even some of the emails,
he's lived a life where he's never been held accountable for anything and never achieved anything on his own merit. It's always been on his dad's merit. And he's just been handed shit. And in order to compensate, he was like, okay, well, what can I get away with? That's why he did cocaine in the Navy. Let's see what I can get away with. Let's see what happens. And he got his commission revoked, but he didn't really suffer any consequences for that. So then he's got to start doing weird shit. He's like, well, if I'm not going to get in trouble for that, I can do literally anything and not get in trouble for it. So he starts doing all the shit that people should get in trouble for, just to test, just to see. That's why he's a crack addict. That's why he's into weird sexual shit.
No, the crack addict is why he's into weird sexual shit.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, either way,
it's all the same. Chasing.
It's all the same behavior of thrill seeking, high chasing, and just to see what he can get away with.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he gets sloppy.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, Hillary's just as sloppy.
Yeah, and she's protected.
True enough.
I mean, if you want to look at, there was a email that I saw from the laptop that was apparently Jim Biden sending Hunter an email saying that his girlfriend slash ex sister-in-law was accusing him of doing shit with her daughter, the niece, and Jim was like, I don't believe her for a minute. We trust you. And like teaming up with Hunter on that shit. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I mean, that's literally protecting your assets, you know, your gravy train, as opposed to doing what's right by your fucking niece.
Well, he probably knew his niece was getting diddled by her grandpa, because apparently it came out that Joe Biden liked to shower with his daughter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I've showered with my nephew. It was a public shower. Everyone was wearing swim trunks, and it lasted for 20 seconds to make sure everybody was wet. Well, I don't think that's what they're talking about here.
Showering with your kids isn't an unusual thing to a point. I mean, my wife doesn't shower with my boys and hasn't since they were like 4.
And still, that was a bath, right? Because a shower would be so shitty.
Yeah, I mean, either or. But yeah, I mean, at some point you stop doing that. And then if you're the opposite sex parent, you stop doing it sooner.
Mm-hmm. I should. The reason I was showering with my nephew is he didn't have flip-flops. So I literally carried him into the shower. To keep him from getting like athlete's foot or something. Freaking kid doesn't listen. But yeah, just that's so weird. And as someone who has a substantial height difference usually with his girlfriends, showering when somebody's a much different height than you sucks, period. So showering with a child is even weirder. Like, if you're a small child, I can throw you on the other end of a bathtub, and like you're gonna miss the faucet height. You're not gonna have to deal with the knobs. But if you're remotely of an age where looking at anything across the aisle you can recognize as something you don't have, that's far too old to be naked around the other person. But yeah, it's everything about that is so weird.
Dude, they're just... The more I learn about them, the more disgusting that whole family is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just... I mean, even hearing the story about how he and Jill got together, just disgusting.
I don't know that one.
I mean, they're adults; they can do what they want. But it's just, you know, you're not immediately straight off the bat, you're not dealing with people with morals or scruples.
How did they meet?
She and her then husband were working on Joe's senatorial campaign.
Oh, so she left him for power?
Yeah, well, and that dude turned out to be a multimillionaire too, because I guess he's in the music industry and he had some sort of record label or something like that and was very successful. So he's loaded too. So I don't know. Supposedly they just fell in love. But the thing is, they lied about it. You know, he doesn't wish her, the ex-husband doesn't wish her any ill will, probably because, you know, he's more concerned about protecting his skin. Plus he's just moved on. So be it. But just the fact that they've, you know, they told a bunch of malarkey about how they met and how they got together. It's just shitty.
Well, he's got that dead wife to protect, if you remember. He almost didn't get confirmed because of her death.
Not familiar about that one.
Yeah, he they had to come to him to get confirmed to the Senate because his wife had died and he went into like seclusion. Malia Obama's credit card thing is fake. What Malia Obama credit card thing? What am I not aware of in that regard? Not that I particularly care. Like, I don't give a shit about Malia. And to a certain extent, like, Under 21 kids, I want to stay away from. 50-year-old kids, though, I can attack. Like Ivanka, Eric, Don Jr., go after them. They're jumping around the public life like nobody's business. Well, not Eric so much, but Don Jr. and Ivanka.
Eric's out on the campaign trail too. I mean, he's doing shit.
Yeah, but he's not being too combative.
No, he's just out being a cheerleader, and his wife does more than he does. It seems like.
Which one's his wife?
I don't remember her name, but I've seen she was the one who got attacked on the news for supposedly making by Jake Tapper for making fun of Biden's stutter, supposedly.
Oh, yeah. She handled herself pretty well.
Yeah, she did.
I would have been like, "Fuck you, fuck you, chick." Making fun of stutters. Do you know I had a stutter? I just made it up. Check my Wikipedia. Yeah. So I stay clear of barren age people. I also stay clear of barren height people.
Well, I mean, back in the day, it used to bug me that people used to attack Chelsea Clinton. I'm like, okay, the girl's homely. That's really all you got on her. She's just a teenager. She's just doing her thing. Yeah, her parents are shit, but come on. Leave her out of it. And I mean, even for the most part, I mean, other than getting the job of supposed journalist or whatever the fuck she did there right out of college for, high six figures, I was like, okay, that's nepotism and fuck her for that shit. But can't blame her for taking advantage of it. I sure as hell would have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lara is Eric's wife. Yeah, stay away from the kids. Especially the Bush girls. I'll jump on that grenade for you guys.
Oh well, I always thought the brunette was hotter than the blonde.
Yeah. For a while, I thought Sophia Bush was a Bush. She is not. She is hot though. I just stay away from the kids.
Adult kids in the organization are fine to go after. Like at this point, Chelsea Clinton's free game. She's an adult.
Oh yeah, she's a mouthy adult too. So have at it.
So are the Bush twins. I think
who are completely out of politics. Plus Bush.
Yeah.
His dad was more in politics than he was.
I think Obama's kids are both over 21 now, aren't they?
No. No.
Because
maybe
the youngest was 12 when he got elected.
I thought it was 12 and 9.
Might have been. I don't recall.
But still,
I try not to pay them attention because it's not fair to them.
Like I'm saying though, it's nearly 12 years. So yeah, she's 21. Obama's kids with 1K, fucking racist asshole.
Well, if you have a stutter, it is kids.
I was wrong. Malia's 22 and Sasha is 19.
Okay. So Sasha can still get a little bit of grace, even though she is an adult.
Fuck Sasha.
I am not Hunter Biden, so no.
She is. She's attending my alma mater and fucking it up for everybody.
Well, nobody's attending shit right now. Ha!
How did I not get a newsletter about this?
Because the Alumni Association doesn't care about you, Jay.
Well, yeah, I don't send them shit. Like, sorry, still paying off student loans. But you fuck off there, buddy. Why would she... Yeah, she's been going for a year. Son of a bitch. accompanied by men believed to be Secret Service agents.
Just confirm that, because yes.
Yeah, there's a reason that she's at U of M Ann Arbor, not U of M Detroit, and that's probably it. That's disturbing. But
interesting choice of college, though.
It kind of is.
Like, why?
I mean, it's one of those. It's not really a liberal bastion, but it's a liberal bastion.
They all are, but I mean, even ASU and shit.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
I mean, it's not like Brown level,
right?
Right.
But I mean, it's an interesting choice of schools in that it like what is it known for? Like, what are its major programs?
It's got a lot of. It's one of the more competitive gymnastics programs, swimming programs, wrestling programs. We've got a lot of extracurricular.
Yeah, but I'm talking about academics, like preparing you for a job sort of level shit. Like, what is the career path?
Did you not hear me? We're talking about Malia fucking Obama.
I understand, but she still has to pretend.
Like
Sasha.
Malia,
we're talking about Sasha.
Or yeah, Sasha. I was going to say Malia's. She got her degree in communications, and is currently making six figures. I don't know if she's still doing girls, but she's a AP somewhere making $100,000 a year.
Oh, I'm sure. Again, on nepotism more than skill level, I'm sure.
Yeah, but honestly, anybody could be an AP.
Yeah, no, I mean it takes no skill. The thing is that most APs aren't pulling that kind of salary straight out of college.
Yeah. It's Biden or Barron's not getting anything like that. The Bushes weren't getting anything like that.
The Bushes were. I mean, dude, that's a CIA family, and they've been deep rooted in the DC swamp for in W's entire life, if not longer.
Oh, they're gonna make bank, but they're not getting comfy bank.
Well, and they're also girls, so it's really about their husbands.
Mm-hmm. It will be. What was it? I had something on the CIA, or did I have something on the Bushes? I just thought of something, and you guys are missing out because it was fucking gold. I don't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure it was CIA related, probably. But nothing. AOC's upset about ACB. I guess we could talk about that.
Well, she is stomping on that 3-letter acronym clout that AOC seems to cherish, even though if the president says it, then she's pissy about it. But, everybody else, it's fine.
Like, grow the fuck up, sweetheart.
Dude, still, fine rack. Absolutely fine rack.
Great rack. And mildly cute when her mouth's closed.
Yep.
Speaking of, I would have much preferred if your title card was like confirmed with that picture of ACB's backside. Because I am done high roading it.
What,
I don't care that she's on our side.
What, you think she's hot?
I thought her booty was shapely.
Yeah, she's a very comely woman.
Shake what being a mama gave you. All right, we better stop. Steven's getting lost. He doesn't understand what we're saying.
Yeah. And really, I mean, hardcore Catholic with 7 kids. So that ship sailed.
Come on,
man.
What do we have? Oh, we had the Supreme Court won't extend Wisconsin's ballot deadline, which is nice. For some reason, like, they think I love wrestling news. Top Raw rumors: Randy Orton made a major blunder. Brock Lesnar to feud with WWE former champion. I don't care. I don't watch.
Dude, I haven't watched wrestling since the Hulk Hogan days, and like the first Hulk Hogan days. Not
I was gonna say
Hogan.
there was three of them. There was Hulk Hogan, then there was Hollywood Hulk Hogan, then there was the Resurrection.
Yeah, none of those.
I did get to see
Andre the Giant, Iron Sheik, Captain Lou Albano level of wrestling, not the new bullshit.
He was already a Mario brother when I came across Captain Lou. I don't remember where I saw it, but I actually saw the SBC, the Sacha Baron Cohen video with Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is nothing. It is the nothingest of nothing burgers. It's so much nothing. There is no anything there.
Yeah, I mean, other than Rudy Giuliani's awkward old man pat of her upper hip.
She pulled his shirt out. Like, the intention to shove it back in his pants is because she pulled it out. That had nothing to do with the mic.
Okay. I mean, I agree. It was a setup to see what they could get and just, cause a stir. So, I mean, I still have yet to watch any of Sacha Baron Cohen's nonsense. I tried to give the Ali G show a try, like way back in the day, and realized this guy is fucking retarded. And I know that's a character, and it's still fucking retarded. So, I just give everything he does a miss.
Selling Toy says Rouse Oslin wants to burn the city down because the ACB confirmed. You will find out that cannibals are quick to violence. So that's not surprising.
He's probably got some sort of, prion disease, a mad cow or whatever from eating the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just, Reza Aslan is not somebody that needs to have any sort of clout anymore.
Mm-hmm.
In a proper society, he would have been shunned long before he even got to that point.
Fox News says Biden takes rare questions from reporters at campaign stop.
When?
Apparently, it was about 5 hours ago.
I thought he called the lid this morning.
Well, that's when the report came out.
Speaking of which, this whole calling a lid thing is brand new to me this year. I
heard it under Obama. I heard it under Obama, but he was in the White House at the time. He was in the White House at the time. Dolly Parton is rocking the antibodies with me, so there's that going for us.
God love Dolly.
Mm-hmm. What's weird though is it says it's Nashville news.
Well, she is in Nashville.
No, she's not. She's in. It's October. She's in Dollywood, which is Gatlinburg, which is east of me.
It is?
Nashville's 200 miles west of me.
Right. I was going to say, I thought Dollywood was just outside of Nashville.
No, it's east of Knoxville.
Huh. All right, then.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to lose her soon, too. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
She was a big influence on my childhood.
She was two big influences on my childhood.
Exactly. Never did care for her music much, but always had a fondness for Dolly.
Jolene, I think.
Oh, Jolene's a wonderful song. And and it took me a while. It was, full-blown adult before I realized that she was better known as a songwriter for other people than she was for her own shit, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She's like Prince. She's like the Prince of country music.
Yeah. I like 9 to 5.
I like 9 to 5 too. I like Dabney Coleman, so
I hate Dabney Coleman. Fucking heel. No, he what was that movie I liked him in? Well, he did You Got Mail, and he was kind of a piece of shit, but not really. But it's like I still hate Dabney Coleman. But he was in Cloak and Dagger, and he was like a imaginary secret agent, I guess. He wasn't a real person.
Okay.
1984, I'm talking.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I looked up local news. We got a backhoe thief in the area. No, this is not local news. Okay. Backhoe thief drove through Florida town allegedly digging up Biden-Harris campaign signs.
That's Florida. Florida man. That's a Florida man story.
That's just somebody driving on lawns. I want to know if he was swerving out of the way of Trump signs. What? Nev Campbell warned Nico Torella about squibs in Scream 4. I didn't even know there was a Scream 4. I just found out about it.
Scream 5 and 6, if I'm not mistaken.
No. There's 4. They're making 5. But yeah, it was it's like the new day. It was still all the same cast. They all came back.
Well, dude, when you have a money printing machine, why not?
Well, this will be the first one without Wes Craven. And I appreciate that they stopped making the Freddys and they stopped making the Screams, so we'll see.
Yeah, Hollywood needs to come up with something new. Everybody's about done with their bullshit.
What about Cloak and Dagger? Cloak and Dagger is like 1984, starring Elliot. Not Elliot. What's his name?
The guy who played Elliot in E.T.
Henry Thomas. What was his name? Damn. Jack Flack was the Cloak and Dagger guy.
Good movie for the time period. Not a great movie.
Yeah, I was a kid. I mean, I was a kid.
Well, and it's a kid's movie.
Yeah.
But
I've been seeing a lot of lately that's kind of killing me. Smoking warnings in movies.
What?
Smoking warnings.
Yeah.
This film contains smoking. And I'm like, oh, marijuana? No, not marijuana. No. Well, I don't even remember.
Like, if you look at a Seth Rogen movie, it probably doesn't even have a smoking warning on it because they're smoking weed. They're not smoking cigarettes.
I don't know why you would do that, Steven, but you go ahead and do that if you want to. I think it was an Atari-based game, Cloak and Dagger.
No, it's a role-playing game. Tabletop.
No. In the movie.
Oh, it might be. Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think. 84. What was out in 84?
Atari was out. ColecoVision was out. I mean, that's when War Games was what, 82, 83?
Would you like to play our game? A young boy and his imaginary friend end up on the run while in possession of a top secret spy gadget. Actually, I just saw Henry Thomas in The House on Haunted Hill, which I've been bitching about. The Haunting of Hill House, that's what it's called, which is why I've been bitching about it. And like, for some reason, he had contacts in that just completely fucked with his eyeballs. And there's no explanation for it because, like, he's playing like young dad, but then old dad is played by Timothy Hutton, and Timothy Hutton has gray eyes. These were blue contacts. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I have no idea why this guy was wearing blue contacts when, he's got gray eyes. Just didn't make any sense to me. Is he that old? Is he in his late 40? Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm in my early 40. Like 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, I think the guy who played Elliot's a couple of years older than me, so he's got to be 48 or 49.
Oh, Drop Dead Fred. Margie's talking about the Phoebe Cates where she had the imaginary friend. Drop Dead Fred.
Played by Rick Mayhall, one of the best British actors ever.
Was it Rick Mayhall?
That was Rick Mayhall.
Oh. I haven't thought about that movie in forever. I just assumed it was like Yahoo Serious.
It kind of looks like him, doesn't it? But no, it's Rick Mayhall. And if you've never seen The Young Ones or Lord Flashheart from Blackadder, you guys are missing out.
I remember it had Tim Matheson and Carrie Fisher in it.
I refuse to believe that Carrie Fisher was in anything other than the Star Wars movies and Sleepless in Seattle. Oh, and When Harry Met Sally.
She was in Scream 3.
I completely forgot. Every once in a while, I have to be reminded that she was Debbie Reynolds' kid.
Yeah. I get it sometimes. Like, oh yeah, that's Janet Leigh's daughter. I keep forgetting. But thank you for shoving it down my throat in Halloween H2O.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why she got her job as a scream queen, because Mommy did it first.
Some might say she was the original scream queen.
Jamie Lee or
Janet Leigh?
Yeah,
but she didn't survive, so she wasn't a final girl.
Right.
But those are two separate things, technically. Phoebe Cates. One of my first crushes.
I never saw it, man. I mean, yeah, she's pretty, but I never saw her as like, oh my god, that girl is so hot.
Have you seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
I have seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
I know. I don't know why I said Flash, but I was thinking, basically, yeah.
Yeah, so you get to see her 17-year-old titties. Just keep that in mind. She's underage.
Was she 17?
Yes.
Well,
they had to get special permission from her parents to do that scene.
Ugh, that is fucking gross.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, as for an iconic movie of my youth, Fast Times at Ridgemont High is not a good movie.
That's the thing about high school girls. I get older, they stay the same age. What,
And it launched Sean Penn, so fuck that movie and fuck that guy.
Oh, yeah. So that's you got to blame something on something. That's it.
Mr. Hand was not a big enough dick in that movie to Sean Penn.
I like to take boats to Cuba and be a piece of shit on my own time. Yeah. Actually, he did a pretty good job in Gunman. Until you realize like how freaking anti-gun he is. And I'm like, hey, you're a hypocrite.
Duh. He's just an all-around piece of shit. I mean, let's not forget he chained, I believe, Madonna to a chair and beat her stupid.
Look, I'm getting mixed signals here. Do you want me to like him or do you not want me to like him? Because,
well, Madonna aside, chaining your wife to a chair and beating her stupid.
It's your wife. You're allowed to. It was the 80s. It was a crazy time, man. Women were still property. It was a fine thing.
Oh, I see how you are, Black Magic. Big time us for goddamn Tim Pool.
What what gets me is that Sean Penn's related to Chris Penn. I always thought those were like two very separate Penns. It'd be like finding out Michael Douglas and Michael J. Fox were related. It's like siblings. Like, what? Like Eric Roberts and Julia Roberts have like that teeth in common, but like I don't see anything between Chris and Sean Penn.
I don't know who Chris Penn is.
Actually, he was with Eric Roberts in Best of the Best. He just played a hillbilly dipshit. Yeah, but I
still think Emilio Estevez looks more like Martin's brother's kid than he does Martin's kid.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez looks more like Joe Estevez.
Yes, abso-freaking-lutely he does.
Which might be why. I mean, Charlie Sheen does not look like. I guess they do kind of look like him and Martin do look a little bit alike.
Yeah, they look.
Maybe that's why they picked those last names.
Maybe.
Emilio looks more like his mom, and Carlos looks more like his dad.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, yeah, but Emilio Estevez looks more like Joe Estevez. Like they're if you do a time movie where you have an old man and a middle-aged man, you have Emilio play the middle-aged man and you have Joe play the old man, and you won't know the friggin' difference other than acting ability anyway.
Yeah. What movie were they in? Men at Work. I really enjoyed that movie.
It's a good movie.
It's not that good of a movie.
No, it shouldn't be a good movie, but they make it a good movie.
Excellent chemistry.
Yeah, it has no reason to be good at all, but it is because of them.
That movie has better chemistry than movies starring twin brothers. Like Peter and Paul. I can't think of their last name, but there's a twin bodybuilders called the Barbarian Brothers. They did like 3 or 4 movies together, and it was just all about them being gigantic. And they have less chemistry together than, the honest to God brothers, Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez. But I've always liked Charlie Sheen, which just sucks for me.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that I don't want to like, but I can't help but not like him.
Mm-hmm. Looking at you now, Tom Hanks, you piece of shit.
I still like Tom Hanks.
God, yeah. God damn it.
I'm going to need proof.
I am happy.
Accusation is not going to cut it with that man for me.
I am happy with not enjoying... what's his name? The sheriff from Stranger Things, whatever his name is.
Oh, that... Yeah.
He did a good job as Hellboy. The script was absolute garbage, though. But like his... the way he was able to portray himself under the costume was just Tim Curry levels of just on it.
Yeah.
He did a great job in a shitty role.
Yeah, the guy's got some acting chops. He has no brain. Yeah, he got the best years of Denise Richards, although...
Jesus, Margie.
She is still a hot little number.
I miss Dr. Christmas.
Christmas Jones.
Was it?
I preferred her in Starship Troopers, honestly.
She was not as attractive as a Bond girl as she was in Starship Troopers.
Yeah, she was.
She broke my heart, poor Casper. But
yeah,
Dina's right there. She wants you. Oh, you're so blind, Rico.
And was it Kari Wurr that played the other chick?
No, it was Dina Meyer.
Oh, okay.
What did I see Carrie Wurr in? She was in Sharknado, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
I liked Kari Wurr.
She was thick, but she still looked damn good.
I like Kari.
Sharknado, was it Sharknado 2? Sharknado 3, maybe? Anyway, she's wonderful. I've never seen Wild Things. I've seen a scene in Wild Things, but I've never seen the movie. Which I had to explain to me because somebody was talking about it and they wanted to explain the situation. And it sounds like a super stupid movie.
It's Hollywood. Most of them are super stupid.
Yeah, like, how in a world of Me Too can you, like, do you people understand that the script's written? So at no point is there any sort of justification for you going out into a lake in a movie based in 1843 to draw two ranch hands to the river so that you can shoot them topless with your gun. You just as easily could have been wearing a top. Like, there's no need for the nudity that there is in movies if you admit that your movie's shit and you need nudity in it.
Dude,
have you ever seen
it's Hollywood,
Swordfish?
And Seth MacFarlane wrote a song about it that he sung at the Oscars one year about "We've seen your boobs." The gratuitous titty shot is a Hollywood staple.
Have you seen Swordfish?
I want to say yes, but it's been a long time.
It was John Travolta as a bad guy.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman as the good guy.
Yeah.
And $500,000 to see Halle Berry's titties.
Didn't we get to see Halle Berry's titties in Monster though?
Monster's Ball.
Monster. Yeah.
Monster was Charlize Theron, where she got the Oscar nomination for being ugly, which is, kudos because she's fucking gorgeous. Even in shit movies like Reindeer Games, which is a shit movie. Thank you, Harvey fucking Weinstein, you piece of shit.
Well, I mean, he wanted to get some piece of Charlize Theron, so that he just throws slap shit together and makes it happen.
No, it was a Frankenheimer movie that would have been excellent if Harvey Weinstein wasn't involved, because every time Harvey Weinstein's involved with a project, he says cut 20 minutes from it. And that in no way is it's a little cheaper, not a lot cheaper. But if you're spending the original film money, like if you're running 36 millimeter film and you're recording all of it on 36 millimeter and you have the full movie and you say to take 20 minutes, it's absolutely different. Reindeer Games, the director's cut, excellent movie. Reindeer Games I saw in theaters, turd pile of shit, even though I love the cast. I don't know what you're talking about, March. I do not have a Billy Bob Thornton, why is he hot days. There's Billy Bob Thornton Tombstone, and then there's Billy Bob Thornton Crackhead. That's all I got.
Well,
There's
don't
no
forget
middle
he was
Sling Blade or the chubby guy that got kicked out of the saloon.
Well, was he married to Angelina Jolie? Or were they just together?
Yeah, they were married. They were married.
So he got her good years.
Yeah. I mean, Brad got her cutting off her titties and shit.
Makes me wonder what's wrong with Jennifer Aniston.
That's true because she ended up with that the guy from Charlie's Angels 2. And no, was it Charlie's Angels 2? Yeah. And I'm like, something wrong with that guy.
So, Margie, I got to know about your opinion of Steve Buscemi.
I don't think there was a time ever. And that guy was a fucking New York firefighter.
Yeah. Stand-up guy. Yeah. I like Steve Buscemi.
Oh, yeah. You're a fucking hero, dude. And you're still ugly. Hello, fellow kids.
Hello, fellow kids.
Justin Theroux. Crazy.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Yeah, what a fucking crazy bastard. I like Steve Buscemi, but no.
I haven't seen Boardwalk Empire yet, but I hear he's good in that too.
Also not attractive, Joe Pantoliano. I like that guy sometimes, but it's at the point now where I'm like, I hate you as much as I hate Stanley. Oh, god damn it, Stanley. Oh shit, what's his name? The anchor in Hunger Games, Stanley Tucci. Fucking guy's in everything. Like it's either him or Joe Pantoliano in freaking everything.
Is Harvey Keitel still working?
Probably. I mean, I don't see why not.
I just haven't seen him in anything in the last couple of years.
Character actor. Like Harvey Keitel can be smooth as silk, but just I don't see him.
Jeremy Piven. Dude, PCU. How prophetic was that goddamn movie?
My favorite character, Jon Favreau.
Yeah, dude, he brings P-Funk to the house. How can you not love that?
No. And did he bring him? Because I think he slept through it.
He slept through it, but he was the one who brought him to the house.
Oh, Megan Ward was so cute. Was David Spade the main bad guy?
He was the foil bad guy. I guess he would. The main bad guy was the woman that he was sucking up to.
Jessica Walter. Yeah, she's the mom on Archer. The voice of the mom on Archer.
James Woods is a national hero, and I will brook no nonsense about James Woods.
Yeah. Dude, my favorite vampire movie is James Woods, or John Carpenter's Vampires, because of James Woods. I'm not gonna lie though, PCU disappointed me on the nudity. It was not.
It was a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, it's disappointed. Like I'm in a lot of horror groups, and they're like, what horror movie affected you the most? And I'm like, I'm sorry, you're not going to get an answer from me, because the most effective I have ever been in a movie ever is Van Wilder and the cannoli scene. It's the only movie I've literally gagged. Oh my God, that fucking scene to this day. You haven't seen Van Wilder?
No.
You were missing out. It's so good.
Like the only reason I sat through the first American Pie was because of Shannon Elizabeth.
Well, I'll sit through this one for hot ass Tara Reid. Dude, her nipples were still even. She was cute. you talking about maybe in Sharon Stone movie? He was boss with Sharon Stone. I don't know. What was that? What's that Sylvester Stallone movie with Sharon Stone? Um, The Professional? No, something like that though. The What the hell was the name of that movie?
I don't know. Why don't you pull up IMDb? Put them in.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna do that. Sharon Stone. The Expert, maybe? God, oh my Jesus, this is so long ago.
Steven is saying The Specialist.
The Specialist. Thank you, Steven. When did you gag with She's All That? There's a Basic Instinct too?
Yes.
I don't know.
The proper one is Sliver, but there is in fact a Basic Instinct too.
I think she looked pretty good in Catwoman as well for being an aging whatever.
What? Are you thinking Michelle Pfeiffer?
No, Catwoman 2. Catwoman. The movie Catwoman with Halle Berry.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
She played what the hell was she? Well, she was like the head of a she was the face of a pharmaceutical company. And the pharmaceutical company the makeup had like adverse effects, and like it caused her to have like diamond hard skin basically. And she was the I enjoyed Catwoman. I enjoyed Elektra. I liked Daredevil.
Daredevil was better than it should have been.
Speaking of, fucking Joe Pantoliano.
They could have gone with a better villain in the Daredevil movie.
Colin Farrell as Bullseye. You need a bag of dicks.
Like, the Daredevil TV show is so good. Well, the first 2 seasons anyway.
I couldn't do Shane as your Rageaholic notification just came through.
Is that what that is? What's he playing tonight?
Silent Hill.
I think he's doing arcade games all week.
No, Silent Hill. Is that an arcade game?
Well, I mean, he's doing Razor Fist Arcade all week.
Oh. I enjoyed her in Quick and the Dead. Quick and the Dead, amazing cast. Gene Hackman as the bad guy, Leonardo DiCaprio as his son, Russell Crowe as the out of town loner / preacher / whatever. Lance Hendrickson, David Keith, some fucking Indian dude to check off the list. Great cast, just a great cast. Oh, that redhead. Yeah, I remember that.
I should drag out my Arnie collection and start rewatching all of Arnie's schlock.
Yeah.
Like,
do you have
Man.
I have not Action Jackson.
I have Action Jackson somewhere.
Action Jackson is like a reunion of Predator. But it was also thought up on the while filming Predator.
Right.
You know, those fucking guys ran like 4 miles a day. Like every time they weren't filming, they were pumping iron.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you need to be swole, that's the way you used to do it.
Well, those guys were fucking swole.
But I want to see The Running Man again.
Running Man was good. I didn't care for the chick. Who ended up being like a staple.
Whatever. But yeah, just the movie is good. Plus the one-liners. I guess not even one-liners, because the funniest one is several lines. But
favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Favorite one? End of Days.
Last Action Hero.
Also a quality one, but I prefer End of Days. It was the only movie that wasn't a cheesy action movie. It was an action movie, but it wasn't a cheesy action movie.
Apparently somebody's never seen Junior. Oscar-worthy performance there. No, it's fucking shit. All right, audience, answer the question. Favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Let's go, chat.
Come on, give it to us. Black Magic
Magic
says
Predator. That's quality.
Mm-hmm.
I also like Commando, but I like Commando
God.
because Alyssa Milano's in it. Plus,
Really?
it's got the worst continuity error I've ever seen in a movie. The yellow Porsche.
Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I was like, give me a second, because I've seen a pretty bad one, but you go ahead.
The yellow Porsche gets, beat the hell up. But when they drive off on it at the end, it's only slightly damaged.
Mm-hmm. Margie says kindergarten cop. There's a scene in Cobra with Stallone. He goes to the fridge, pulls out a pizza, sets it down, takes out his gun, unloads it, takes the top off, grabs a piece of pizza, and takes a bite out of it. Then he goes and he puts the entire pizza down, reaches into his pants, pulls out his gun, unloads his gun, takes a slice of pizza and cuts the tip off of it and eats it.
What?
Yeah. Fucking cuts the tip of the scissor with scissors and then eats a piece of pizza. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what the fuck's going on here? Like, that's some serious continuity. Then again, I've seen like tires fall off of cars that maintain 4 tires. Like you paid for that shot, but I definitely saw a tire fly off. Looking at you, Will Smith and Bad Boys. What's your favorite Stallone movie?
Death Race 2000.
Really? I enjoyed probably Assassins with him and Antonio Banderas. If they had kept the original idea behind Expendables, it would have been the Expendables.
Margie, which Conan? This is important.
Yeah. There's 3-ish.
Was he in Red Sonja?
Yeah. He wasn't Conan, but he was in Red Sonja. Which is in the Conan universe, by the way.
Yeah.
But he wasn't Conan.
No. Which Conan movie? I mean, Cobra is...
Barbarian or Destroyer?
Yeah.
I bought that knife, and that knife is a piece of shit. Like playing around with it because I was a dumbass. Yeah, that's the better. But I do like Ernie Reyes Jr.
I have a special place in my heart for Conan the Destroyer.
So do I. I'm a big fan of Ernie Reyes Jr. The kid, the Asian kid,
mm-hmm.
and his fat loaf of a bodyguard with a fucking bone. Like my weapon, Brontosaurus rib. Yeah, we all know Arnold Schwarzenegger's great, but have you ever seen fucking Wilt Chamberlain?
Well, and Grace Jones. There's actually a beaver shot of Grace Jones in that movie.
Yeah, there is. She was in that movie because Stallone was tutoring Dolph Lundgren, and Dolph Lundgren was dating / bodyguarding Grace Jones.
Best Val Kilmer movie.
Ah, dude. Um, it's there's several, but I have to go with Willow, even though I love Real Genius and Top Gun and so many more. Top Secret was also really good. I have to go with Willow though.
I'm torn between Real Genius and Tombstone.
Oh god, Tombstone 2. God damn it. I mean, at least Val Kilmer's like an actual piece of shit that has nothing to do with fucking children. Thank you, Val Kilmer.
What'd you think of The Saint?
Oh yeah, I like the Saint. No wait. No wait. No, I'm thinking of Chain Reaction. God damn it, Morgan Freeman, why are you in everything?
Because he's easy reader, dude.
Is Morgan Freeman in the Saint?
That'll blow your mind. Yes, he is.
Is Morgan Freeman in the Saint? God damn it. You're in everything good. I was definitely thinking of Chain Reaction though. But man, yeah, I love me some Elizabeth Shue.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Fucking everything.
I liked the gal who looks like Elizabeth Shue, and I can never remember her name, but who was in So I Married an Axe Murderer. I keep thinking that's Elizabeth Shue, but it's not. It's somebody else, and I can never remember her name.
That's Nancy Travis.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Tim Allen's wife on Last Man Standing.
Oh, right on.
Mm-hmm. Took me like 6 days to remember where I knew her from. It was So I Married an Axe Murderer. No, he's not. Morgan Freeman's in Chain Reaction. Oh, what is her brother's name? Andrew? Andrew Shue? That sounds retarded. Is it Andrew Shue? Either way you go, Daniel Russo is the bully in The Karate Kid.
I never even liked those movies. I mean, I had to watch them a lot as a kid, but I never really cared for them.
It bothered me because he was Andrew Shue. That's his name, yeah. That's so weird. Andrew Shue. Yeah, it was Andrew Shue. We're all on the same page here.
Best Ben Affleck movie.
Ooh, I liked Paycheck. I liked Reindeer Games, even though you guys probably haven't seen the right Reindeer Games. Oh, that's a tough question.
Chat, best Ben Affleck movie.
Yeah, maybe I'll steal from one of you guys for a change. Does he have to have a major role? Because I could just go with Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Damn it, that was going to be mine. I love the fact that he's in that, not credited at all. Actually, his best movie was Chasing Amy, but...
Oh, you know what? School Ties. I fucking love that movie. And Naming the Jew, Brendan Fraser.
I also think he is the best Bruce Wayne that's ever been on film.
Hmm. Yeah, Michael Keaton seemed more distracted than.
Michael Keaton is a better Batman, but
Yeah, yeah,
Ben Affleck's a better Bruce Wayne.
yeah. I mean, like I said, he seemed more distracted than. Yeah, I guess. Uh, I also like Smoking Aces and Dogma.
Dogma's a good movie, but his role in Dogma isn't that good. Like I said, I think his best movie was Chasing Amy.
Yeah, I can see that. Or Armageddon, even though he was shit in Armageddon, it was a good movie. Fucking Steve Buscemi. And thank you, Billy Bob Thornton, for not allowing Morgan Freeman to play that character. Goddamn Morgan Freeman.
Who played Remo Williams?
Fred Ward.
It was Fred Ward?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a movie I need to see again. We've got gypped on the two sequels that are natural out there that need to be made that have not been made in 30 goddamn years are Buckaroo Banzai and Buckaroo Banzai 2 and the sequel to Remo Williams The Adventure Begins.
So let's see. Yeah, because remember I was giving you shit about Fred Ward
Was that this
over
morning?
Tremors.
Yeah.
No,
That was yesterday.
That was last week. Yeah, because you know who else was in Remo Williams?
The guy who played Chun, but I can never remember his name.
The guy played who?
Chun. The teacher for Remo.
Oh, yeah, Joel Grey. Patrick Kilpatrick was Stone. And of course, Buckaroo Banzai would have to replace some characters.
Jeff Goldblum could still pull it off.
No, Shonuff is dead.
Yeah. Pour one out for Shonuff. So, Sally, I got to see Tremors in the theater when it was new. And for whatever reason, I was inspired. That scene where Kevin Bacon's dancing on the cliff and the worm's going for him. At the time, Beggin' Strips was a new commercial on TV. And I got inspired in the theater. And I remember standing up in the middle of the theater during that scene saying, "It's bacon!" The entire theater laughed, which was, good for my ego. But
I mean, he's credited with a 2018 Tremors.
who is?
Kevin Bacon.
What, his producer?
I don't know, because there was no 2018 Tremors.
I'm telling you, there's only two good movies in the Tremor series. 1 and 2. As much as I like Burt Gummer.
Have you even seen 7?
There's 7 now.
Yeah, it just came out last week. It's on Netflix. Oh, Sleepers. I forgot he was in Sleepers.
Who, Bacon?
A Few Good Men, yeah.
He was in Flatliners.
Flatliners, yeah.
He was also in the original Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how all the big Halloween franchises, scary movie franchises, all have big name actors in their first runs.
Yeah, there's if you think about it, you've got uh Friday the 13th brought us Kevin Bacon, uh introducing Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 brought us the first major roles of Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey. Halloween,
Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Not so much like one of her initial roles, but it also had Danielle Harris, who was a major scream queen / final girl / getting murdered the fuck up and everything, who I absolutely adore. It also introduced us to Paul Rudd.
Which one? Halloween?
Halloween 4.
Okay.
A pretty early Josh Hartnett, a pretty early Jodie. Steve, what's her name? Jodie O'Keefe, Jodie Lynn O'Keefe. Whatever her name was. Nothing really good came out of any of the remakes per se. Those were all.
Anybody come out of Poltergeist? I mean, kind of.
Poltergeist. I mean,
Coach
Craig T. Nelson was.
Yeah, it's like Craig T. Nelson, but he was already sort of famous, wasn't he?
Not particularly. That was a young age. That was before Coach. It was before Action Jackson, which I fucking loved him in. It was before The District. You know? Flatliners, another great cast.
Anything come out of Phantasm movies?
Oh, not that I can think of.
Yeah, nobody's really come out of that.
Linda Blair was in
Exorcist.
Yeah.
Kind of made her.
And she's a staple. She's not like a huge staple, but she does a fair amount of trade. Introduced us Sleepaway Camp, brought Felicity Rose. Or Felicia Rose. But even like random ass one-offs, Urban Legend had a great cast. Even with Joey Lawrence. The final exam. There's a lot of it's a simple premise, low budget. Like I was just having you know what I like was the Frighteners with Michael J. Fox. I love Michael J. Fox. Even though he's going to check the ballot 7 times for Biden, still love me some Michael J. Fox. The Babysitter. Did you see that one with Samara Weaving?
Mm-mm.
Well, there's a new one coming out. There's a second one, but both those little kids did pretty good jobs. So I expect them to have like pretty decent careers. Even though some of those kids were absolutely not the kids, but like the teens were shit. But both those kids did pretty good. Legend brought us Jennifer Connelly.
Was that her first movie?
I believe so. Hold on, let's see. For some reason, I want to put a D next to the G in Legend. I don't know.
Margie, it gets a lot easier if you just realize that they all have crappy political views.
I got Buffy, so
I
you
mean,
guys can
I like
kiss.
Frank Whaley. I like a lot of Frank Whaley's movies, but the guy's a goddamn idiot when it comes to politics. I mean, just
I
straight head up ass. Mia Sarah? It
I
wasn't
meant
Mia
Mia.
Sarah.
It was Mia Sara in Legend. I was thinking of Labyrinth, but I still meant the same damn thing anyway.
So Mia Sarah is the chick from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But in all reality, um, she's the chick from Taps, or not Taps. Uh, God damn it.
Twister.
No, that's definitely not Twister.
Doesn't she play the jilted wife in Twister?
No, the wife was Helen Hunt.
No. The one that the fiance that he dropped like a bad habit for Helen Hunt.
No, that chick married a billionaire. No, it was her first. Mia Sara's first movie was Legend. Then she was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and they were a year apart. So that's how you know. No, Terry.
Really, I thought Legend was a couple of years before that.
Just one. No, that was a Jamie Gertz is who you're thinking of. And that girl's she did nothing wrong. That was kind of shit. Like she was maybe like she didn't want to stand in shit. Was
dude,
her
if
major?
you haven't noticed, there's a lot of roles that Bill Paxton did where he was a kind of a dick.
A lovable dick. He was
Yeah.
a scamp. He was a scamp. That's
He's
what
a
he was.
scamp. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like they shit on her for like not wanting to step in cow shit in her $300 shoes. What a bitch. But I meant Labyrinth with Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly. I need to rewatch Career Opportunities.
But some of these, aren't. They're not be introducing them as much as it's their first starring role. I wonder if that baby grew up to be anybody.
Which babe?
The babe in the tower. No, I think there was only one kid in that movie, as opposed to like repeated twins in every goddamn thing. But like, so she was on one episode of Tales of the Unexpected. She was unaccredited. She had young Deborah in Once Upon a Time in America. Then she was in Phenomena, 7 Minutes in Heaven. Nothing movies. So Labyrinth was really a first leading role of her. So on occasion, like Ben Affleck being in the background of something. Good Will Hunting was his first major break, even though he was in a Kevin Smith movie beforehand. Just major roles.
He was in 3 of them before the Good Will Hunting broke. Although they had been working on Good Will Hunting forever.
Yeah, like a 2.5 year period.
Yeah, I think he did Chasing Amy, and what was the one that was after that? Where he played the comic book artist. No, that he was a comic book artist in Chasing Amy. So then he followed that up in, I don't think it was Clerks 2. It was
Mallrats.
Mallrats, yeah. He was in Mallrats. I think Mallrats was actually first.
Yeah, Mallrats was first. Then Chasing Amy. But Jason Lee was also in comic books.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Ben Affleck just hates the fact that he got famous because of Kevin Smith.
Yeah, he had sex with her in a really comfortable place, not the backseat of a Volkswagen. Hey, aren't you that pedo who dicked that chick in the butt? Ben Affleck until like age 32. Like, I was in Good Will Hunting. They both had minor roles in.
Well, technically, he had a minor role in Good Will Hunting.
Well, they would keep pulling each other into their films. Like, anytime Ben Affleck was in something, he'd bring along Matt Damon. When Matt Damon was in something, he'd bring along Ben Affleck. And they basically they were Robert Williams and Christopher Reeves. They were roommates at Juilliard, and they supported each other morally. Instead, Ben and Matt, they support each other financially.
Worked out well for both of them.
Yeah.
Very well.
Didn't end well for Christopher Reeves or Robin Williams, but it's totally different.
Yeah, there's still time.
No, there's not. They're both dead.
Not for those two. For Affleck and...
Yeah, they can still crash and
Matt
burn.
Damon.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I don't care how big of a piece of shit Matt Damon is. I appreciate him wasting $10 million to win $100,000. That's something I cannot abide. Someone said some shit about Matt Damon that wasn't true, and he's like, "I'm gonna sue your ass," and he sued them, and it cost him $10 million in lawyers' fees, and he won like a settlement for like $102,000. And I was like, I appreciate you. So many people wouldn't do it. You did it.
A lot of people forget that at the beginning of the Me Too movement, he was like, there's a difference between some girl who gets her ass slapped in the office and somebody who's actually raped.
Yeah.
So regardless of political leanings, at least he's got some reality base going on there.
Yeah. And he private schools his kids. And he's like, hypocrite, this one right here. Hypocrite.
Good for him.
I'll be damned.
Exactly.
We can't get charter schools.
Exactly. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah. I mean, piece of shit, but a good guy. Who else?
Goddamn Film Actors Guild.
Screen Actors Guild, yeah.
No, Film Actors Guild.
Screenwriters Guild?
Film.
What the fuck are you going for?
Film Actors
the hell is that?
Guild.
What about it?
Okay. It's not SAG, it's
Oh.
which was the joke in Team America.
Oh. Yeah, I think it's like really shitty. Particularly with Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Or no, 3. It was 3. It was it broke the timeline, it broke continuity, it was shitty. And they didn't think it made enough sense, so they shelved it. And then Matthew McConaughey came out with a couple of decent movies. Renee Zellweger came out with Jerry Maguire, and they had much more star power. And so they were like, maybe we will release this piece of shit. And it was a piece of shit. And both of their Jews, I can't think of the name of them. What are they called? What are they advocates for them? What the Jews? What are they called?
What are you talking about?
The
ADL?
No, I can't fuck it. Tom Cruise's character in Tropic Thunder.
Tom Cruise's character? He was a studio head.
Matthew McConaughey's character in Tropic Thunder.
Who?
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, he was an agent for
Agent. Thank
yeah.
you. Like it's Jews. How did you not get that?
I'm not anti-Semitic.
I said Jews twice. How did you not? All right. Agents. It's kind of ironic that it was Matthew McConaughey's Jew agent who they both tried to cancel the straight to DVDing that movie, which again, absolute shit. Matthew McConaughey had a fucking air powered kneecap. That was ridiculous. But yeah, both of their agents tried to sue to get that movie from coming out because they were more famous now, and it would have been an abuse of whatever. Fuck you. That shit doesn't fly with me, Hollywood. I am so bummed out that
Another movie that I need a sequel to is L.A. Confidential.
I kind of wonder where Seth Green, what his first movie was, or Leonardo DiCaprio, or
Leonardo DiCaprio got his start on not Family Ties, but the one with the Seavers. What the hell was it called?
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. Yeah, that's where he got his start. And what was he? Who was the other one?
Well, Seth Green and Allison Hannigan were the redheaded siblings in My Stepmom's an Alien.
That might have been his first movie, but I know he was doing TV shows before that.
Yeah, it's like they were
he did a ton of commercials too.
Yeah.
I think he started off in commercials, honestly.
Oh, they usually do. Commercial or ad prints, usually.
Just like Jeffrey Eisenberg's sister was the Pepsi girl.
Jessie?
That blew my mind the other week. I was like, what?
Oh, the Pepsi, yeah.
Yeah, she was a Pepsi girl in the 90s.
I thought you said Jeffrey. Like Jesse Eisenberg?
Jesse Eisenberg?
Yeah. Oh, you did say Jeffrey?
Did I? I might have.
Yeah.
Anyway, he only got roles because his sister was already in the industry, basically, is what it boils down
to. You know who never got roles in the industry because of their brother? Whatever the fuck, Bacon, whatever his brother's name is.
I was going to say, who was the guy from that 70s show that I can't think of his name off the top of my head?
Ashton Kutcher?
Ashton Kutcher, yeah, his brother got no roles.
That's true.
And they're twins.
Why couldn't you be like, you know who else had a twins that wasn't really in movies? Linda Hamilton.
Really?
Yeah. Who else?
Scarlett Johansson has a twin. He's not in any movies.
No. I was trying to think of who's the chick from Christine?
Oh God, no clue.
I know who it is because God, Adriana Paul. She came to my prom. She was one of those first. We had a kid. We had a Make-A-Wish kid, and he was a big fan of Baywatch. Well, she's got a twin, and pretty sure she's the sister of Highlander. But yeah, they used trick stuff for there's a scene where she's stitching up Arnie and he's in the mirror and she's stitching up his back and like the camera's dead on. And it's bullshit because they were using Linda Hamilton and her twin were in the scene together, mirroring each other, and it was Arnie's stunt double in the chair and him on the other side of it.
Huh.
And then a scene where she was in the foundry, and she shot herself. It was her twin.
Best Bond movie?
She is a vegan, and she did a TED Talk on human overpopulation. Do you want a lot of people reading your...
Like overall best Bond movie, because we could drill down into like
The Avengers. Is that a Bond movie? Had Sean Connery. First off, let me say, Sean Connery is my favorite James Bond, and then just pick any one of the 4 ones that Pierce Brosnan did. Because those are my favorites.
Yeah, I like Roger Moore.
Oh, you're going campy on me?
Oh, hell yes. Campy's the best.
Yeah. I probably GoldenEye for me.
Okay. I was going to go with View to a Kill.
Good one.
Although I got a soft spot for is it Moonraker? Because there's 2 that are the exact same movie. They're just different premises.
Moonraker is the one with Christopher Walken?
No, View to a Kill is the one with Christopher Walken. Rules for thee, but not for me, Stephen.
Yeah. Do you brag that 425,000 people saw your overpopulation TED Talk? Because that's where we are.
I happen to agree. The world is overpopulated, but nobody likes the solution.
So Moonraker had Jaws, right?
Yes. But
there's a scene at the end of the movie.
What is the other one where he starts off and does a snowboard thing before snowboarding was even a thing? Because it had Jaws in it too.
Which one ends with Moonraker? Or Moonraker. Which one ends with Jaws? Because this has been debunked. But I swear to God, there's a scene where Jaws... Because I think it's the other one that you're talking about. Because there's a whole bunch of snow scenes. And they're in like the Swiss Alps or something.
Yes.
And this mildly cute girl with gigantic glasses...
Yes.
He lands in like a pile of snow or whatever from like 97-story fall off of like the end of a spaceship or some bullshit. And he gets up and
she helps him up.
And he's got his mouth full of fucking Jaws, and she has a mouthful of braces when she smiles at him.
Yeah. They parodied that in Better Off Dead.
Yeah, she doesn't have braces.
What?
Yeah.
Is this a
Mandela effect?
A Mandela effect thing?
Yeah.
She's just geeky with glasses?
Yeah. And she fucking big ass smiles at him. And I'm like, you had braces, bitch. I swear to God you had braces.
Margie, you might be right. The View to a Kill might have started off with that snowboarding scene, now that I think about it. But the Jaws movie I was talking about was the one that Jay's talking about where he falls into the snow. It's basically the same movie as Moonraker. It's just a variant of that. But it had a different premise, and I don't remember what that was now.
Yeah, Google like Mandela effect Jaws or some shit. But yeah, I did, and I got that because I was telling somebody that story, and they're like, she didn't have braces.
Like
And
that
I'm
was the
like,
whole point. That's why you knew that they were meant to be together, is because they both had metal mouths.
yeah, fucking exactly. Mike, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but the Stevens Point Area Public School District live stream is tonight, so they're that's what we're dealing with. But yeah, that's another one of those Mandela effects. I swear to God, I was 12 years old and I read Harry Potter. And then 7 freaking years later, the second one comes out. And I was an adult. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna read this book. But no. Like the year after 2 came out.
You're fake, late, and gay.
Yeah, who are we gonna blame for the low turnout, Mike? You didn't even dislike the stream. What's your problem, buddy? But yeah, that was like a no. That was the whole freaking point. So it's like turns out Russia beat us to the moon. Like, no, the whole point was to slam dunk on Russia. That's why we faked the moon landing. You're missing the entire point of why we do things. But yeah, I was like, no, she had braces. Go fuck yourself.
Speaking of the moon, NASA put out a thing a couple of days ago that said they had a major announcement about the moon, and I have not heard a thing about it since.
Maybe it was ACB's moon. Huh?
Yeah. So basically, we learned tonight, folks, that Jay is an ass man.
Actually, I'm a boob guy. I'm just ACB's ass. She's doing more to colonize Africa than any of you suckers out there.
Was that what it was? Water on the moon, that we already knew that there was already water on the moon? Although it does... Go ahead.
Why would there not be water on the moon?
Well, because it's desiccated because of exposure to direct sun radiation, but there is water underneath. There's been surface ice underneath. They've known that there was water on the moon at the poles because they can see the ice. But if there's a substantial amount of water on the moon, that means it becomes equitable to get there for processing the lunar soil and extracting the H3 out of it and shipping that back to Earth. Like, we could make a ton of money doing that. A ton.
Isn't the moon from the Earth, like Big Bang style?
Well, the theory is that what is the solar system? Solar system's 4 billion years old. Somewhere between 2 and 3 billion years ago, a Mars-sized object smacked into the proto-Earth and spun off a bunch of junk, and that's coalesced into the moon.
Yeah, so why wouldn't there be water on the moon if it's made up of celestial planet that it came from?
The same reason there's very little atmosphere on Mars. It's exposed to solar radiation that blows it off.
Only half?
What are you talking about?
Moon doesn't turn?
No, but it's tidally locked with the Earth, so every time it goes between the Earth and the sun, the backside of the moon gets hit with solar radiation. The same face of the Earth, the same face of the moon always faces the Earth, but that doesn't mean that the other side isn't also spinning around and getting exposed to the sun.
Not all of it.
Yeah, all of it.
It changes its axis?
No, it doesn't. But because
then the fucking axis would...
The moon is orbiting around the Earth, but the same face always faces the Earth. So there is a point in time as the moon is rotating around the Earth with the face facing the Earth that the backside of the moon is facing the sun. Happens once a month.
I think you're thinking of periods, sir.
Well, they are linked.
So now they're saying she does have braces. What the fuck?
So, Margie, this is the thing with Mandela effects. Jay and I both distinctly remember that she had braces. But we cannot prove that she had no braces, and the proof shows the opposite. So either our memory is incorrect, our collective memory is incorrect, or something changed to change the timeline. Same thing with the Berenstein Bears. It was Berenstein Bears when I was a kid. No joke, no confusion, no mistaking it. It was definitely the Berenstein Bears when I was a kid. If you look now, you'll find evidence that it was always Berenstain Bears. And that's wrong. The timeline changed. And it's called the Mandela effect because a lot of people remember Nelson Mandela died in the early 90s. But then it turns out he didn't. He got out of prison and then somehow died in the early 2000s.
Yeah, like if you go to Blanche Revelix, her if you go to her Blanche BlancheRavalec. If you go to her IMDb page, there's literally a picture of her smiling with Richard and no fucking braces.
Yeah, so these little idiosyncrasies pop up that we can't prove are wrong, but we know to be wrong.
Yeah, like literally everybody's on our side here. Does anybody remember her not having braces? Or her having braces?
I remember her having braces.
It was poetry.
Yeah, it was the point. The whole point of the scene was that she had braces, and that's how you knew they were supposed to get together.
But collective memories are supposed to be false, man? Come on.
Now, I would agree that our memories are sometimes false, but there are certain ones that don't mesh up with the timeline. The Berenstein Bears being the major one of those for me. I would call it the Berenstein effect, but everybody seems to agree that it's the Mandela effect. Whatever. But for me, the Berenstein Bears is unequivocal. I know for a fact because I loved those books when I was in the 5th grade. And I would always go to the library and I would always read them. And it was the Berenstein Bears. But you can't find proof of that these days.
Even the song was Berenstein. But yeah, that's exactly how they want to play it. And I say, fuck them guys.
And my running theory with this is this all changed in 2006 when they slapped on the Large Hadron Collider in Europe. Overlapped two realities and screwed us all up. Are we done here?
No, that's the
IMDb thing.
Picture of her and Joss together, and she's not embraced. Kazam's another one.
The Sinbad movie or the Shaq movie?
There's no Sinbad movie.
There was a Sinbad movie. I know for a fact there was a Sinbad movie where he played a genie. What's weirder to that one is even he says he never did, which blows my mind. I'm like,
I remember the fucking movie with the purple pants and the yellow fucking Heidi Sada Bim
vest, the gold vest, and then the fez. He was wearing a fez.
Oh, he says no, and they agree with you. I remember the goddamn movie.
I remember the goddamn movie too.
Fucking LHC, man.
I also blame the LHC for why people have TDS. Not because they hate Trump, but because they literally live and come from a reality that is different from the one that I populate, where I see truth as being everything against Trump is lies, and he's really not that bad. He ain't great, but he isn't that bad. They see him as the freaking devil because that's their reality. They don't see the bad that I see in Joe Biden. They don't see the bad that I see in the left. This separate reality has overlapped, and we're now living in the same freaking timeline.
We need to start checking libtards for for the Mandela effect. Like Berenstein or Berenstain? Answer me now. Gotta see if you're worth arguing with.
Pretty much. What's interesting is I got a buddy of mine who's fucking libtard. I wouldn't even say libtard because he's borderline communist, which is his prerogative. They don't really care about that other than I think it's retarded. But he's one of those people with borderline TDS. He's not full-blown TDS, but he's borderline TDS and can't see anything good that Trump has done. But he also knows it's the Berenstein Bears.
Sinbad, the black comedian from The First Kid, or Sinbad, the pirate who has been like every race under the sun? Because, dude, Sinbad is the most unethnic character on the planet. He just gets
culturally. He gets culturally appropriated to everything.
Yeah, he was once played by Johnny Morrison, the wrestler. He was he's been played by black guys. He's been played by Arabs. He's been played by white guys. It's like that one time Peter Pan was played by a dude. Other than that, it's always been a chick. And Peter Pan is played by a girl in most accounts because there's fucking onstage wire works. So you want to lift a 103-pound chick instead of a 145-pound micro man. So, yeah, it's understandable.
Well, you're also talking about a boy who's supposed to be somewhere between 12 and 14 that never matured.
Mm-hmm.
Why you do that with a Mr. B Natural sort of clone where she's got hips and a body and all that stuff, I don't know, but whatever.
Peter Pan's got kids.
Well, let's not forget Robin Williams was played Peter Pan.
Yeah,
I can't watch.
Glenn Close was a pirate. Oh, Rufio. I got choked up on a freaking. I don't even know what it was.
I never liked Rufio. I cry for Hook, honestly.
Yeah, big Tootsie fan. It was a 10 times wrestlers broke character, and there was one. It was with Randy Orton. And this girl, she was special needs. Clearly, she was retarded. She had dropped her phone, and Randy's looking at it like it's a fucking bomb. he's he's looking at it, and you can clearly see, like in his mind, he's looking at it like, how did this phone get here? I'm like, dude, there's like 30,000 fans to your right. You're in a stadium. That's how the phone got there. Somebody dropped it. And so it's like he took he looked at it, he took a picture with it or whatever. He's like, "Oh, this is yours. You want your phone?" No, and he fucking teases the kid until it gets within range. She takes it from him, and he tries to chase her down. And I'm like, good going on you. But there was another one with Randy Orton where Shane McMahon, his kids were in the audience, and he was doing a coast to coast, which is where you jump from one turnbuckle and you hit somebody that's leaning against another turnbuckle, which is 25 feet away, and he gets drop kicked like halfway through, and Randy Orton comes out. He was on the sidelines, but he goes over to the kids. He's like, "No, your dad's fine. This is what it's supposed to happen. He's all right." And I'm like, "Good on you, piece of shit, fucking heel, Randy Orton." Vince McMahon was part of WWE Entertainment, which is WWE Films, and my mayor, Glenn Jacobs, played Jacob Goodnight in the See No Evil series, 2 of them, and completely not necessary to anything even remotely having to do with the movie. Vince McMahon goes, Jacob Goodnight, 3-foot dick. I'm like, 3-foot dick? Is that a character component that's necessary to the filming of this movie? But yeah, they cut a scene where he was fucking molesting his giant penis. I'm like, good Lord, Vince. What's wrong with you? It's about time, Mike. Here I say I got a dislike now. So, oh, there he is. He's in chat. Look at that. Who else got their starts? Too many of them just came from a kid. Like,
well, where did Keanu Reeves get his start?
Was it not Bill and Ted's?
No, I'm pretty sure he was out before Bill and Ted.
Babes in Toyland, maybe?
Because the other guy came from Lost Boys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, was it? I guess probably commercials or something.
I need to find a copy of Johnny Mnemonic. I need to watch that movie again.
I was just thinking of that movie the other day.
Can't find it.
It's probably on Amazon.
Yeah, but I don't want to buy it. I just want it. I don't want to buy it. Like, I'm really kind of hoping I find it at a Goodwill or some shit, because I really don't want to pay full price for that. But it is a good movie. I liked Constantine too. I thought that had some legs, but it apparently didn't.
All right, we got 1983-ish. Hanging In, it's an episode. He did a Coca-Cola commercial in 84. He did a Night Heat in 85. Letting Go, he was Stereo Team #1. Comedy Factory, 1 episode. One Step Away, he was 1985. One Step Away, 28 minutes, so he was a short, so that doesn't count. Young Blood Heaver, so Act of Violence. Doesn't look like it's a starring role, so Flying with 1986. It's an hour and a half long. It's a rated R movie. High school student, skillful in gymnastics, has been seriously injured in a car accident. Her future will show what is stronger, dreams or reality. And it's starring Olivia Diabo as Robin Crew and Keanu Reeves. So that was a rated R dream, teenage dream. It's got multiple names. Brotherhood of Justice, River's Edge, Under the Influence, 1986, Babes in Toyland.
So that's where he really hit his stride, was Babes in Toyland.
Yeah, and then he does Kellogg's Cornflakes commercial, MTV video television, The Night Before, Permanent Record, Prince of Pennsylvania. So then you got 88 Dangerous Liaisons. Then you got 89 Bill and Ted's.
He was in Dangerous Liaisons. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, and then 89 is Bill and Ted. American Playhouse. He did an episode. Then he was Todd on Parenthood. Did an episode of the Tracy Walker Show. I Love You to Death. Tune In Tomorrow. Cartoon Bill and Ted's. And 91 Point Break. 92 Bill and Ted 2. My Own Private Idaho. Dracula. Freaked. Much Ado About Nothing. There you go. So yeah, Babes in Toyland was his the first role we'd see him from. Then Speed, Little Buddha, Johnny Mnemonic, Chain Reaction. Goddamn working. Devil's Advocate, Matrix, The Replacements, The Watcher, Sweet November, Hardball.
When did Constantine come out?
2005.
Wow, it's not even that old. I could have sworn that was a mid-90s movie.
Thank God Shia LaBeouf was killed in that movie.
Did you ever see From Hell?
Yeah.
I thought that was an underrated Depp movie.
What the hell do I confuse that movie with? Nine Gates, I think, is what it is.
Yeah, Nine Gates. Depp was in that too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Ninth
Well, that's
Gate.
the movie I confused them with.
Yeah, they came out pretty close together, I think.
Well, Nine Gates is literally like putting together a manuscript. There's three copies. They put them together, and you go to hell. But From Hell is literally Jack the Ripper story.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're almost wrong for the names, really.
Right.
Which is why I constantly conflate the two. We're just going to constantly have Mandela effects for the rest of our lives, just fucking with us on everything. Maybe where I learned where babies come from was Mandela effect. Still pissed about that. Goddamn high school. Should have taken sex ed in college.
Everybody minors in sex ed in college. What are you talking about?
Not everybody. Fucking college. No, I didn't read it.
Well, Keanu's about to get a whole lot of press here in the next month, so.
Why is that?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh.
He's going to be hitting everybody's radar again.
Yeah, Olivia Diablo was in Wonder Years. So was Danica McKellar.
Yeah, Danica McKellar was the name, was Winnie Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Fred Savage got his start.
Yeah, fucking get off coattails, Ben. Although I definitely prefer Ben to Fred. How long was Run Years on for?
Oh God, 6 or 7 years, I think.
88 to 93. So I think Ben might actually beat Fred. Let's see. Yeah, 7 years plus the reboot.
Of what?
Girl Meets World.
Oh, okay. Those two, they're related?
Yeah, it's his daughter,
What?
isn't it?
The kid from Boy Meets World
Yeah.
is related to Fred Savage?
No, no. Ben Savage is from Boy Meets World.
Okay.
Girl Meets World is about Corey and Topanga's daughter,
Right.
which is Ben Savage and Danielle Fisher. Fishel? So Ben Savage is the dad when he was the kid in Boy Meets World.
Right.
And that went on from 2014 to 2017. So yeah, he's got the 7 years, and then he's got the 3 years. So he's got 10 years when Wonder Years was only on for 5 years.
Well, that's the problem with prime time shows is they don't seem to last as long as the Saturday morning syndication stuff like Boy Meets World or Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell was originally a Disney thing that the gal from The Parent Trap, the kid from the original Parent Trap, I can't think of her name off the top of my head. Haley Mills. Haley Mills. That's her name. She played the teacher originally, and they were in like 5th grade when that show started.
No shit. The dad from Boy Meets World is in Girl Meets World as Grandpa. So is his mom. So is his brother. That's cool. Fucking Jane Lynch is in it as herself. Fuck you, Jane Lynch. Charlotte Rae was in it as Gammy Hart. So that's probably Topanga's dad or something. Or Topanga's grandma. That's funny.
Never really watched Boy Meets World. Never really watched Saved by the Bell either, quite honestly.
I don't really watch Saved by the Bell as much as I watched Showgirls.
Yeah. Not a good movie.
No,
Better with the sound off.
That was a Saved by the Bell was my thing. It was my jam.
Although Kelly Kapowski was super hot.
Super hot.
But did not translate well when she moved on to 90210. Kind of inflated a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of inflated, like everything happened to Lark Voorhees.
I think she's recovered. I think I remember seeing a recent pic of her like earlier this year or late last year where she's definitely looking more normal. So I don't know what she had or what her condition was, but I think she's over it.
No shit. So Corey became a high school history teacher. I wonder what the hell Topanga went on to do.
Probably running a company.
Topanga, really? Maybe she sold crystals. I think they were part of the original TGIF lineup.
Was it? I thought it was just a Saturday morning syndicated thing.
Hmm. No, it's nice they grew up together. George Feeney is in it. Ryder Strong.
George Feeney, that's he played the
Mr.
teacher.
Yeah, Mr. Feeney's in it. He's probably the principal, if not retired. He's my favorite talking car.
He did play Kit. That's true.
Yep, Mr. Feeney, ABC TGIF.
What were they up against? Because I don't ever remember watching it in prime time.
Fuck if I know, dude. That's 1980 or 1994.
So they would have been up against Seinfeld.
It was a 2-hour block on Friday night from 8 to 10.
Right, but I'm trying to think of what else was around that. So that would probably have been late stage Cheers, Seinfeld. Trying to think of what else was on at the time. I don't know if Friends started in what, 93, 94?
Something like
Not.
What the hell is with this cast? It's got ABC TGIF, 2-hour Friday night block of family sitcoms hosted by various stars, and it's got Cousin Larry and Belky.
Oh, Perfect Strangers?
Yeah, and okay. It's got Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's got Boy Meets World. It's got the Olsen twins as Mary Kate and Ashley. Joan Hart. It's got Danielle.
When was that? She's the Sheriff. When was that?
No idea. But it's got Danielle Fishel as herself. But then it's got Ryder Strong as Sean Hunter. It's got the brother as Eric Matthews. Then it's got the cast of Who's the Boss? It's got William Ragsdale, Lindsay Sloan, Scott Baio as James Hallbrook, Tony Danza as Mikey Campbell.
What the hell are you talking about? That sounds like a hot mess.
Yeah, it's got Patrick Duffy as Frank Lambert, so Step by Step.
Thought the girl in Step by Step was cute, but never did watch the show.
Which one?
The teenage gal. What was her name?
The blonde or the brunette?
Oh God! Now you're gonna make me look it up.
You just got a name if it's the blonde or the brunette.
Well, that's what I gotta look. I can't remember.
It's got Donald Faison.
The blonde.
I fought Cousin Jesse.
What was her name? I can never. She was in several things. She like jumped from several shows because she was also she was the daughter in My Two Dads.
Stacy Keenan. I prefer Angela Watson myself.
Do you remember the show Out of This World?
Yeah.
What was that actress's name?
The one that froze time, or
yeah.
Was it Donna
So that was 87. No, it was Maureen Flanagan.
Oh, Evie, yeah.
She's actually older than me by a couple of months. Huh. All right, now I don't feel like such a creep.
I felt the same way about Anna Klumsky.
What, she played a Bajoran? When did she play a Bajoran? Yeah, I dated a girl that looked just like her in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Who is still amazingly hot.
I can't tell you how many times I close my eyes and try to touch my fingers.
Yeah. Be a nice power to have, wouldn't it?
Fuck you. Yeah, Sabrina was part of the TGIF lineup. Very freaking weird. Just everybody who was on that lineup was freaking weird. Mike says, if we got up at the right time, I'd name it Sabrina. Have you guys seen the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina? Absolute shit. That girl from start to finish is the absolute definition of a progressive. Not only does she have to change everything that has been written down and is historical, like she can't help but have her cake and eat it too every step of the damn way. She wants the powers of a witch. She doesn't want to marry Satan because that's for some reason part of it. Literally every celebration they have as witches, she poo-poos it. And it's all aided and abetted by her sisters, or her aunts, who are her sisters, who grew up as witches the whole time. Like, you've done this. You've cannibalized another witch before. Like, why are you against it now? It's bullshit. Why does your entire white ass Snow family have a cousin that's black as night and flaming gay? Like, why couldn't you just have a black cat? Just have a black cat. Black cats are diverse. We went done with this trip down memory lane.
We can be, yeah. We got anything else?
I miss my hamster Topanga. I never name animals after anything. I had a bowling ball named Topanga. No one really got my sense of humor as a child. I want to say Winston, but it was Salem. I don't know why I was thinking. The cat was named Salem, not Winston. How did Winston come from?
Winston Salem.
Yeah.
Winston, which is where they make the cigarettes.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Oh, we done here?
We're done here.
All right, we're done here. Bye.
Go to the after show.
Yeah, do that.
Well, I believe in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful nation.